Evening, Uncle Tribs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gtsa.
The Gtsa admins in the house tonight. Myself, we might have Raventy, Rick and Lyric and Bonnie are in the house. You can hear them barking. They're very excited for tonight's race at the circuit de Catalunya. They're both going to get a smack just now. Tribs, introduce the race for us.
Yes, we're live tonight, like Stephen said, at Catalunya. We are at the last chance race. This is for the guys who weren't quite in the top 10, but it's going to be a kick race. It's going to be insane. I think the top 5 go through. Everybody else, unlucky, you don't make it past, but it is going to be action-packed tonight. Yeah, so we are very keen, very excited, really looking forward to what the boys have in store for us. I think the race is about to begin. Stephen, can you confirm?
Yeah, we have qualifying at 1:30 for 10 minutes and then a 50-minute long race. I see we've got Panic Potato in the chat saying he's excited to see who's joining them next week. So obviously the top 10 are sitting this one out. They get to relax and sit with a beer or a cup of coffee and watch to see what the opposition for next week is going to be.
Yeah, good to have you online, Mr. Potato. We are looking forward to seeing what you do in the finals. You've definitely been somebody that's made waves. If I'm not mistaken, this was Panic Potato's first season GTSA, correct?
My memory doesn't serve me. The Potato was here earlier. First year.
Yeah, but he's definitely come back with a vengeance, showing the boys what he's made of right off the bat. Definitely gave quite a few guys a shock, and we are here for it. Some entertaining and epic races. He's given us some lacquer overtakes. There was a moment where he was parked inside of a wall.
There's another one when he parked, did a 360 kickflip into second place from the 5-second lead. Looks like the guys are getting ready to start qualifying. Panic earned the unicorn emblem before Carlos Sainz, so that's quite a bit of bragging rights. Carlos Sainz Jr., sorry.
Yeah, but to be honest, Panic Potato has definitely given us some highlight-worthy moments, and we look forward to seeing what him and the rest of the Pool 1 regulars do come race day next week.
Yeah, so I'm wondering though, also looking further ahead, if Uncle Panic and Uncle Levi are going to come race in the same season with us. I know they've done some of the MSA stuff together, but I'd like to see them on some Suzzbox combos. So maybe next year, season 1, we'll have to see what happens. What do you think of our car selection for tonight, Trivs? We've got quite a few guys running a range of cars. Everyone said GR4 will be an alpha fest, but I tried to balance the settings that it wasn't only alpha friendly. See, we've got a whole bunch of them. We've got Junelli in a Supra. Who else? Sam, he's in the Citroen. Phantom's in the Citroen. JP Laser running my Suzuki. Sam, who's you running my Suzuki?
Yeah, look, the car selection is always.
But yeah,
the car selection is always quite interesting when it comes to the top performers. It's never always a one-make race, and I think that's what makes these sort of races quite enjoyable. Manny's running in the 4C Sporting livery. I love that.
I was waiting.
Just running through the you're waiting for that. Yeah, just running through the chat. Stings. It's not Ravs. It's Trevs. Ravs is away. I am stepping in. I also have the flu, so I sound like I smoke a pack a day. I apologize for that, boys. But yeah, it's going to be quite epic. I'm loving the Alphas here as well, but that Suzuki is going to be a handful, man. I think it's going to cause some nice mix-ups up and down the field.
My little cheat code, I love that Suzuki. It's a front-wheel drive, but it doesn't handle like a front-wheel drive. You can actually just use it to pull you through a corner. Slightly higher tyre wear, and its biggest problem for me this season was it had a smaller tank than most of the cars. We'll see tonight we're starting on 65% fuel. So just quickly doing the settings, like the Honda, if you went out the pits it said 5.8 laps, the Suzuki went out the pits it said 4.9 laps. But obviously as you go do a lap it does come up a little bit from there. Seeing who else, yeah, double check this. We got one Toyota, 2 or 3 Suzukis. Let's actually just exit here quickly. Guys on their outlet. One Toyota and then a whole bunch of Alphas. Panic Potato says he did some testing in the strats, quite tricky. That was the plan. We've got to test these guys because they need to try and keep up with you fast boys next week. Well, I just entered by mistake. Let me go out here on a spectate. So the guys are on their first flying lap now. Most of them have completed their out lap. We might have a few that are doing the pit stop strategy out lap to start on harder tyres, which you shouldn't really need to do these days, but guys, old habits die hard.
Yeah, I think it's the strats, like we said, like the Panic Potato mentioned, it's going to be quite tricky. I was also looking at the settings, looking at some of the guys practicing. We're definitely in for some entertaining racing tonight. I think strategy is going to play a massive role in here, as is consistency. You might be able to get the fastest lap in, but if you cannot keep that pace up, you cannot keep that intensity up, and your composure through the corners and through the pack, oh, you're going to be eaten up alive.
We're following Lequera at the moment. He's getting a nice little slipstream round from Henny, the Lequera EC number plate on the back. So Manny goes first. How's that gap between first, second and third? 0.018 and then 0.012. Uncle Babby currently fourth. Bonnie's a big Uncle Babby fan. She says, go Uncle Babby. Sam still jumps into the lead. Follow these guys around a little bit. Just see who hasn't completed a lap yet. Here we go. We've got Junelli coming to cross the line. JWO's in this race, I only notice now.
So I see there is space in the lobby, but I'm going to wait until the last very second before I join, just in case somebody else takes an interest in the race.
Sorry, we have a new neighbour that moved in, and they've got a big golden retriever that likes making very loud barks. So Rick decided he wants to answer there. So apologies to whoever's eardrums got blown. He's talking to the new friend outside. Currently we've got a Sam 123. Sam boy's running Suzuki, Citroen and Alfa, but still in the top 3 positions. Who's you and still with quite a big gap on the rest of the pack. Killer not too far off, and then Manny 3/10 further. But we're waiting for JWO arrive and drive. Look who's in the Swifts window.
Yeah, just to answer Shazball again, not Ravs, it's Trivs. I promise.
Looks like a Suzzbox combo on the window there. You get an extra 2 points for that next season.
That's epic. That is epic.
Go for those that are a bit slow. There we go. Sam's coming in with some Suzzbox bribery there. Who else we got? It reminds me I need to keep my beard a little bit more shaved. Currently True's now gone into the lead. 1/10 ahead of Sam Who's You. Phantom, definite contender for tonight. He's in P3. Sam Steele's in the pits, P4. Henny, who's a long-term Pool 1 driver through GTSA history. C8's Henny. Let's give him his full name. P5, JOO, P6, now P7. We have about a minute and a half left, so I don't expect to see too many new improvements from the guys on the outlap. They're obviously just changing back to their tyres for the race. Henny's on a quick lap though, on the low fuel, fourth lap. Tyre wear is still looking good. And he gets a half-second penalty, which is going to blow this lap for him.
Oh, dude, the penalties are going to be crazy here. On my first outlap, I was testing the combo. I got a 4.5-second penalty, and I still don't really know why.
Sorry, I actually didn't even check.
No idea.
Is it still on strict penalties?
Just
or is
before
it?
the penalties roll?
Yeah, Uncle Babby needs some pace here. Oh, and he gets a half-second right at the end as well. So the track limits are affecting qualifying here. So it's 10 minutes qualifying, so the guys still do have time for one more lap. I was thinking we're on our regular 8 minutes. But Uncle Babby's going to have to serve that penalty and get a lap time in. We've got some people parking on the side already. They're happy. Bonnie says go Phantom. Okay, maybe she didn't say go Phantom, she's complaining. Phantom up currently in pole. Shh. Tribs, how's your dog doing?
She's fantastic. She's currently next to me in her bed, chewing on a toy very loudly. I'm surprised you can't hear it. Yeah. Now she's looking at me like I just stole a jam out her donut. And yeah, she's like her. She's not big.
Phantom improves his lap time. It's now flying along. We know Phantom's Pool 1 regular, top 5 regular times. So True comes through in 0.0023 behind. So Citroen Alpha, Citroen.
I'm now going to jump into the lobby because I think everybody is in.
Welcome to the guys.
So that I can watch it live with you.
Yep.
Yeah, Stings, it's going to be really, really close. Quite intense and insane racing that's going to be going on. I foresee a few door scrapes, bumping and nudging. Obviously nothing malicious, but there's going to be quite close racing here, and that's what we love.
Yep, 100%. We got seconds left. True goes and gets a half-second penalty. I was wondering if he was going to make the line. He does, but the lap doesn't count. Phantom looks like he's got pole at the moment. No one else is coming across in these last seconds. As Sam Steele makes me a fool and gets it by 0.3 of a second. Made it with about a second and a half to go. So Sam Steele pole, Phantom P2, True P3, Sam Who's You, Laser, Henny, JOO down in 7th, Manny 8th, Killer, Laquera, Josh Qua, Uncle Babby and Ginelli. That's your grid. Citroen from Citroen. Good start by Phantom though, it looks like. Sam Steele with Phantom side by side. What? Someone just took a Lando Norris on the grass route near the back there. Moving around a bit. So Phantom stays in second. He backed out of it a little bit. We'll go through the tyres shortly. Everyone has to use all 3 tyres I think I had the combo set at. Age is getting me because I only set it earlier, or finalised it earlier, but everyone has to use soft, medium and a hard tyre. Starting fuel 65%. We've got quite a slow refuel rate tonight, so that does make the strategy trickier. Do you push? Do you go long? Do you try save fuel? This would have been a good race for Steele, actually, thinking about it. But we've got Sam Steele in the lead from Phantom. True holds third. Then we've got a battle here with Sam, JP Laser holding off Henny, and JOO. OO's up one place. I think that might be tyre related. We'll come and look at it now, but OO gets a bit sideways there. He's looking up the inside of C8 Henny and makes a move at one of the riskiest corners out there, especially with strict track limits. That one always used to bite me. Who's you in 7th? Manny, Laquera, Killer, Joshua, Junelli, and then Uncle Babby currently in 13th. Uncle Babby, though, we can see is on the hard tyres, so I wouldn't even be surprised to see him pit to this lap. We just watch the leaders. So if Sam Steele's in the lead currently, him and Phantom have pulled a 2-second gap already. They're on the soft tyres. Then we've got True's on the hards, and he is holding up JP Laser, who's up to 4th. Soft tyres, hard tyres for J Dub, good position in 5th place at the moment. Henny on hards, Who's you on hards, Manny on hards, Laquera hards, Killer hard, Josh is on softs. He's in the middle of a big battle into turn 1 here. He backs out of it, otherwise it would have been sandwiched. Junelli gets 2 places in 1 turn there, and Uncle Babby on the hards in 13. So we have a lot of hard runners. No one did pit on lap 1. It's a 50-minute race, so I thought that might be a bit early, but you know the Alpha saves tyres. Minimum will be a 2-stop race because they have to have each combo, but who knows, maybe someone will throw us a surprise and go even onto a 3 or 4 stop. I doubt it will be a 4. I did consider heavy tyre wear, thought everyone would shout at me, so I went with slow fuel rate instead. Trivs, you in the Pace team, what was the chat on the Pace WhatsApp about the combo and the strategy?
To be honest, there hasn't been much chatter around this race, but I've also been away for a bit, so I wasn't aware of the strats going around. I know the guys were practicing something up their sleeves. I have a feeling that they're going to wait to unleash their genius towards the end of the race. Take it easy in the beginning. Oh, Manny and Trust off as we're speaking about it. That's not great. Manny drops all the way back. Thankfully, trying to get around Trust, and the dirty tires sending
and
him
reset 2 seconds down the road.
That's horrible.
So that's a 15-second loss there for Manny. 10 seconds for Trust.
Yeah, definitely.
Uncle Babby's now up to 11th on the hards.
Yeah,
Josh,
that's going to be very difficult for him to recover from.
Look at the craziness on this mid-pack here going in. We got about 8 cars all in a tight little grouping. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Jay was looking around the outside and thought against it, and now making a move up the inside of Sam Who's
Well,
who's you? Who's who?
Who's you?
Looking up that inside, does he make it? He makes it stick. Look at that. That was quite a tight thing to make. Henny might now take advantage of the collapse here, but no, he backs up. Jay going deep as well, trying to stay ahead of that.
4th place all the way back to 11th in this little group here. Sam with the Suzuki Power coming back up. Oh, Jay gets a bit sideways there.
Yeah, looks like he was squeezed slightly. Could be a bit of desync as well. Jay dropped down 2 places because of that. Let's see if he can recover.
Yeah, these hard tyres are horrible things. Very slippery. Surprised it's so dark so early. It wasn't when I tested, but anyway, maybe.
Goes wide.
And Henny nudges him and almost loses it. Yeah. Laquera is up to 7th. This is chaos in the mid-pack. We're going to have to quickly follow this. J-Dub goes through
and puts it up the inside. Oh man,
look at that.
Insane. Laquera now looking at the gap, biding his time, hoping to get the slip, but ends up sliding on the exit.
And invites Junelli up the inside. Josh Quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 cars in this train.
I have a feeling Sam Killer's going to throw it up the inside on Laquera and take it around the outside going around turn 2 and 3. Let's see. Nope, backs out. Josh Quast takes the gap. Jan Ali had to hit the anchors because he was going to go back into Sandkiller.
Yeah. Well, this group's 12 seconds off the lead. 3 seconds up the road is Sam JP Laser. He's managed to... Sorry, 6 seconds up the road. He's just dropped off the back of the leaders. He's on the soft tires, so he's been quite smart here, I think, actually. Put the soft tires on, get ahead of the pack and all the drama behind him. And he's just sitting there. He's not as quick as the two ahead of him, but they're on the soft tires. They've pulled away. He's still got quite a bit of tire life, so he'll possibly have to do a few laps longer later on a harder compound just due to the fuel, but they're making the time now while they can, so we'll see how that shakes out. Sam Steele's gap was a second early on, but it's down to half a second now. Phantom's doing a better job, you can see on that front left tyre. What's the fuel like? Fuel between them's pretty similar. Let's see, does Phantom just sit there and try fuel save, because that would be a brilliant idea right now. No need to go past, just try and spend less time putting petrol in later. I'm getting my arm bitten by a playful husky collie here. Sitting on the arm of the chair. Bonnie, what you doing?
Look,
yeah, so Phantom's
the guys
Phantom, I think, backs out of it. Let's go back to the angle. 2 Alphas and a Toyota. Can you hear me, Trivs? Hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Sorry, I just had a notification saying something about network can't voice chat. I'm not sure what Sam JP Laser's doing there. If he was, it seems like the top 3 are all having a issue. I think maybe Uncle Babby's lobby is having an issue here.
Yeah, I'm seeing it clear on my end. It does say that you've left the lobby.
Yeah. Let me just... okay. It doesn't say I've left. Let me just exit quickly. Yeah. Maybe that will fix it. Is the lobby still running?
The lobby is still running. On my side, it looks all hunky-dory. I will give voice comms while you're resetting. Phantom going along side by side, coming to turn 1 with Sam Steele. Phantom takes first position, but for a moment, Sam Steele's trying to come back at him, thinks about it again, and backs out slightly, as it looks like. Just tucking into his slipstream, maybe trying to save his tire, because Sam Steele is on the softs. His front left is almost fully deteriorated. Front right is still hunky-dory. Phantom has a bit more left on his softs. I guess that's because he was sitting behind Sam Steele, not pushing too much. JP Laser, he's got a lot left on his soft tires. Also in a different vehicle, in the Swift, so that's going to be quite a big difference. Henny in 4th, sitting nicely with his tires. He's got about a second gap to Who's You behind him. Who's You is in 5th, picked up a 1 second penalty, so he's going to lose quite a few positions now. Yanali in 6th. Soft tires sitting pretty in his Toyota. Jarvis in 7th, soft, also looking grand. Laquera in 8th, Sandpiller in 9th, Koniwe J-Dub in 10th, Trust in 11th, Babby in 12th. Man is still trying to recover. Looks like he's got a much bigger gap now, like a minute almost. He's sitting in 13th, right at the back. It doesn't look like he's having a good time at all with this car.
What's quite funny is I've rejoined, I can see everyone, but it's telling me Manny's leading.
Oh yeah, I had that as well when I joined. It took about 4 laps.
Okay, right? Manny's now in 2nd, according to this. So Phantom's pitted, is that correct?
Yeah, so Phantom's in 3rd. He's pitted now, looking like he's going to change his softs, hoping to go on mediums. Let's see if he takes mediums or hards. What he does now will depend on how hard he can push himself. But also the Citroen is quite decent on tires. The softs front left were killing these guys, though. It's just crazy how quickly that thing falls off. I mean, he pushed 6 laps. I think I would have done 5. I couldn't take that.
So Phantom's filling his tank here. So he had 11%. He's gone to 100%. He was on the softs, and he's coming out on mediums for a long stint. My leaderboard's doing flick flacks here.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I've got Sam Steele second with JP Laser third. And then we've got the train behind with Henny, Ginelli, Josh Quire, Sam Who's You, Laquera, Killer, JOO. That fourth, in reality, it's 4th to 10th, 11th place. All within a...
just about.
True Trust, whatever his name's, just got a 1 second penalty, so it's going to drop him a little bit off the back. I'm surprised J-Dub's still in 10th. He is flying just now, but I see he's going to have to go in for this lap. We've got almost 3 abreast into the last sector, now almost 4 abreast because they're slowing each other up. Jay getting a bit ragged there.
Steele had just ducked into the pits, and as he went into the pit lane, his front left went to complete 0. I am amazed that he made that turn without going into the wall. That is fantastic. It looks like a lot of guys following him into the pits. Henny, Yanani, Josh, Sam Huzu, Aquera, Sam Killer, J-Dub, Trust, and Uncle Bobby.
I'm just going to say Sam JP Laser is doing a great job keeping the soft front going there with the Suzuki front wheel drive and all. Rick's agreeing with me. He says he likes the little Swift. So pretty much everyone except for JP Lasers now either in the pit or pitted. Who had,
Yeah, and I mean, JP Laser has been quite consistent as well. It's been a 49, 48, 50, 50, 50, 51. His front left still has about a quarter life left. I think he's going to be able to take this another couple of laps. Oh wait, his fuel, I didn't see that. Fuel is flashing, so he's going to have to pit now. Do you think he's got enough time on him to keep that lead, or do you think Phantom's going to pass him by? How long is the pit stop here?
I'm seeing JP Laser 44 seconds. He should come out. I don't know if that 44 seconds is real though.
That's right. I got it on my side as well.
Yeah, I've got this thing's still showing funny stories to me. Where's Steel Sam gone? Oh, there he's 4th. Did he put on hards?
Steel Sam, yeah. Steel Sam is technically 3rd.
3rd, yeah. In real life, he's 2nd though. But what's your gap between him and Phantom? Because it's telling me Manny's 3rd and he's 2 minutes ahead.
So Phantom is 5.8 ahead of Sam Steele.
Okay, so that's the mediums versus the hard tires, but that they're going to have to switch around later. Let me just...
Yeah. This pit stop is quite long because Sam JP Laser came in the pit quite a while back, and now he's only being seen to right now. So I think it's going to be quite tight as Phantom starts to take the final corner.
Remembering that the fuel is 5 or 6 liters per second.
Ooh.
So it's like 15 seconds to fill the tank.
Does stop it at 84% on hards, chasing somebody who's going to be on mediums.
Does he get out of his teammates? Sam Steele, he does. He's also gone onto the hards. So they've both used softs, they're both on hards, and JP Laser's got the jump on him by doing those extra 2 laps or so.
This is strategies showing their muscles. Now, check 5th and 6th place, Yanali Sam Huzi, getting the shoulders out there going into the first corner. Yanali keeping that 5th place with all of his strength, but Sam Huzi still knocking at that door. I think if Yanali's paint was any thicker, Sam Huzi would be molded into that bumper at this point in time. Looking for a dive, not quite going to go for it, maybe just trying to throw Yanali off. Maybe thinking about his move again, but we're going to see something here because in trying to make these moves, and there's some contact. But that also brings Josh Klaas into the mix as well.
Yeah. So we're just following Sam Who's Who with my face all over his car. We've got a nice battle going on further back. Jay's now back up to 8th, but he's lost a little bit of time to the guys ahead. He's on the medium, so he's going to go for the soft push at the end. Laquera's on mediums, Killer mediums, True's mediums. Manny's on the hards at the moment, so he's going to have the soft advantage. Uncle Babby mediums.
I've got Manny on softs at the moment.
Manny, I've got him on hard, so I'll believe you though. You can go through from the lead and just tell me what tires everyone's on. So
Alrighty, so let's start with Phantom. Phantom's got a 5-second gap. He's on mediums. JP Laser's got a 2-second gap to Steel. JP Laser is on hards. Sam Steele on hard tires. Between him and Henny, there's about 12 seconds. And Henny is on medium tires. Sam Huzu knocking on Henny's door, closing down that 1-second gap. Huzu is on medium tires. Jan Ali, 0.5 behind Huzu on hard tires. Josh Kwass, about half a second behind Jan Ali. Josh Kwass is on medium tires. Koniwe has dropped back and definitely dropped off pace here for his strat, I think. He's in 8th, about 2.9 behind Josh Kwass. I think he's going to be pushing now to keep Laquera behind him. Laquera in 9th position on medium tires. Yeah?
No, it's fine. Carry on, sorry.
Sorry. Trust on medium tires. Sam Killer also on medium tires. Supermanny on soft tires. Being held up by the pack ahead of him, I believe. He desperately wants to make that move, but just not able to get that clean overtake. Uncle Bubby, about 4.5 seconds behind Manny, on medium tires with a 2-second penalty that he's about to serve. Things aren't going so lacquer for Uncle Bubby. Let's see what he's doing. I do believe this is his outlap though, so it's going to be a bit of a sting on top of that.
Yeah. Well, just everyone seems to be right there, but some reason I've got Superman on hard showing, which is weird. But yeah, the rest of the time gaps and everything seem alright, and I've got Manny is no longer leading. It's Phantom from Sam JP Laser. While we're having this little moment in the race, Sam still picks up a half-second penalty. Just a reminder, shout out to our sponsors, TGN Racing Simulators. Big shout out to Vanna there. I've been trying to get him to come join one of our streams, maybe next week. Then Right Recruitment, Mrs. DC Gaming, DC's mom, and Rhino Utilities. So shout out to those guys. And then the other thing is shout out to the Gtsa members who raised 12,500 Rand for charity. So give yourself all a round of applause.
Epic stuff. We got some big single pass donations, which is awesome, from teams. We've got guys that donated 100 Rand, 200 Rand. Every little bit helped so much, and it was great to see how the community has come together. We're coming towards the end of the season, and we just sort of take stock of what we've accomplished over the year, and it's just incredible. While we're doing a sort of trip down memory lane in my head, I just also want to remind everyone, about 5 years ago we lost one of our greats here at Gran Turismo, South Africa, Oram Rod. Everyone knew him as Replica Roddy. Made some insanely detailed and accurate liveries. He was an inspiration to so many of us. We've put his details and a short message to him on our Discord, but just wanted to give him a shout out now. We know he's looking down on us, just watching over us, and just keep him in your minds tonight. We'll miss him dearly.
So on that subject, I see Jacques from Rhino says he might join the stream shortly. And then while you're talking about Uncle Roddy, give us your favorite livery tonight. So starting with TNR Panic Potato. French colours and TNR colours, but it's a French car, so we've got some red, white and blue. JP Lasers rocking the Sam livery, just gets himself a 1.5 second penalty, which is really going to hurt because Sam Steele's right behind him, less than 2 seconds. Sam Steele got quite a nice little
battled from 6th as well.
monster livery. Henny and Who's You fighting. We were looking at Junelli, who's half a second penalty, and Josh Qua. Josh and Jay's joined them. Josh has had a great season. He was in pool 4 or 5 at one stage. I know him and I in the rally event, I think we were in pool 4 together. So he worked his way up and then managed to get to pool 1, made enough points to get into this race quite comfortably, I think it was. If we had just picked the top 15, I think he might have qualified. But just to get into the top 25, starting in the lower pools, is an achievement in itself. Just see quickly.
Yeah, definitely, man. He's had quite a sterling season. Jan Ali's got a point second penalty that he's about to serve.
Jacques saying he'll join us on next week's stream. The finale makes more sense. Just looking here at this week's pool. Where did last chance we had? How far? Okay, he was in 23rd place, but still great job there by Josh. Janelli, Josh Quad, JOO, and now we have Trues joining the fight. We got our train back together that we had earlier.
This train is getting very spicy, I must say. The guys are keeping it as clean as they possibly can. Obviously, some bumping and grinding is unavoidable, especially when you're racing at this level with these vehicles on this track. You're going to have some bumps and scrapes, but for the most part, it's always clean and clear. Kuniwe is looking down the inside. Does he make it stick, or does Traps get the better of him? Keeps his position. I think that was a better move. Traps looking around the outside, not quite going to be able to do it. Kuniwe trying to get around the inside of Josh. That battle going on there is allowing Jan Ali to open up a gap slightly.
Which is Jan Ali's on hard tyres, according to yours. How's it, Robin, in the chat?
That's correct.
JDJ, nice to see you. We want to see you in Pool 1, Season 1 next year. You must come take these newcomers on.
Throwing it in. Sorry about that. Down the inside.
I just caught it in the back of the screen there. We also got a battle now with Lequera, I think, and Supermany. But it's basically the Alpha Cup getting held up by a Toyota Supra on hards at the moment.
Manny is managing his soft tires very, very well. I must say he's doing more laps than the guys in the Citroen. Well, obviously because the Alpha's that much better on tires, but also now he's under attack by Sam Kelly here, so he's trying to be on the defensive.
Bit of an aggressive move there from Lequera. He tried to go up to the inside of True and caught the side of him, which lets JOO go through. I'm not sure why Jay was behind him, but he's back ahead. Supermany now on the hard tyres has dropped to 11th. Oh no, sorry, Supermany was 11th. It's Ginelli that's on the hard tyres. Saw a white car showing hards. We got Stings saying baby oh. I'm not sure. I missed something in the chat there, but we still got this huge battle going. Junelli defending on the hards,
something
inside
about
line.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Well, having a good little chat there.
Ooh,
look at this battle.
Between Ali and Josh Quast.
Yeah. I mean, these guys really need to get past Jan because he's on the hards and he's going to have mediums when they're on hards later. So the longer he's ahead of them, and look at this, the 3 abreast. Jay looking on the inside, outside.
Everyone's made a move.
It's like literally a roadblock.
Everyone has made
True's
a move
on the inside, but now Jay's got the inside. I call it Darren Binder corner. That's a corner he made the race-winning overtake on in Moto 3. Jay does get the place, so it's Josh from Jay now ahead of Junelli. They should be able to get ahead, but Jun's looking to fight back on Jay. What we really needed here was Ravanti, because I can only imagine how he would have been enjoying this on the comms.
Oh yeah, I'm struggling. My throat is on fire. Someone's got a 2-second penalty. Lequera with the 2-second penalty. Oh my god, my voice is going all out of whack.
He's going to not be happy about that.
Trying to do the overtake.
Okay, so just to check back in at the front, they are still racing. Phantom's got a 12-second lead, but he is on the mediums. Sam Steele on the hards is 2 seconds ahead of JP Laser, who we saw had that penalty earlier. So on that one lap, he did a 54 instead of 51s. So the hard runners are doing 51s. Phantom's doing low 50s, second and a half quicker or so. That will reverse around later. But Phantom at the moment streaking clear. We just passed halfway. This is a 50-minute race, so 27 minutes in. Still a long way to go. Anything can happen. Let's see, who's used.
Phantom's had a sterling race. Absolutely composed, beautifully done, insanely consistent. I mean, his slowest lap was what? 50.6?
Yeah, I can only see a few laps. From when I entered and exited.
Yeah, after his pit stop, it was 150.2, 149.9, 150.5, 150.4, 150.2, 150.6, and his most recent one is a 150.5. It is insane the level of consistency that he has. He's unchallenged at the moment, so he can be cool, calm, and collected as much as he wants to be. Any mistakes he makes will be his own, no pressure from anyone else.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
So just looking at, we've been watching Sam who's past Henny, but Henny is in the Alpha. Sam was catching him quite quickly. Once he got past, Henny's done very well. He's just managed to pull him behind there. They're getting towed away from the pack behind. Josh Kwa on the mediums now 9 seconds further back, and remembering the top 5 of the guys that go through. So that huge battle with Jan Ali holding the pack up has put guys like Josh, JOO and True under a lot of pressure here for the rest of the race, but it is still just over 20 minutes to go. They can make that 9 seconds up. They're just going to have to really work hard now. The 3 cars got past Junelli. Manny's still managing his tyres. He's going to be pitting right now. Lequera's, with his penalty, dropped back to 12th. He's lost a slipstream, which is unfortunate for him. And then Uncle Babby's in a lonely 13th. I'm not sure what happened there. I think maybe some track limits penalties we saw him having earlier.
Yeah, Babby has not been having a great day. Every time I check in on him, he's got a penalty, and it breaks my heart. He's done so well this season.
Uncle Babby's definitely one of the commentators' favourites. I mean, just from that name, it's fun to say Babby. Hey, Babby.
It really is. But he's also done some great overtakes, some awesome struts coming up from him. Some great climbs on his side as well. I think I'm just looking at the battle here, because I think the top 5 are the ones that move through for the next race, and the top 5 are about 9 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. But Henny is, first of all, he's got his hazards on, so that's a bit distracting for me, but that's my problem. But he's just got to keep it calm. Also, Sam Who's picked up a 0.5 second penalty that I think
we just saw that there.
So all he's got to do is just keep in this gap here now, not try too much to overtake him as is, because they're both now picking up pace or closing the gap slightly to JP Laser from, I think it was 3.1 seconds last lap to 2.6 seconds now. So he's just got to keep it calm and collected, and I think he's got 3rd place in his sights.
Yeah, but what we do have to, so looking at the tyres, we know Phantom, Sam Steele and Sam Laser, they've done the softs. Phantom still needs to go to hard. Steele and Laser need to go to mediums. Sam Who's You and Henny, were they on softs earlier? I think they were on hards. I can't remember.
That's a very good question. I believe they were maybe
the chat can tell us. Rewind a few minutes. Josh Quiles on the mediums, J-Dub's on the mediums. I think these guys were all on hards earlier, so they all have to go to the softs to the end. So the chances of Hughes and Henny were on the softs earlier, the 9 seconds might not be enough, because we can see Phantom just medium to hard made 12 seconds in about 8 laps. And we're going to see Who's You here. Something happened to JP Laser there. JP Laser's lost a fair amount of time. The 2 guys behind him are caught right up.
Yeah. So sorry, Stephen. I'm gonna just disappear for about 5 minutes, and I will be back. I'm gonna leave you alone for 5 minutes, and then I will return.
Shaken more than 3 times you're
Sorry.
playing with it, eh?
No, just the dog who did something outside. I gotta go check on.
Okay, so there we see
We'll be back.
who's you serves his penalty, but he goes defensive on the inside. Henny doesn't get quite close enough to make an attack. That's given JP Laser just a little bit of breathing room. Phantom on his mediums now comes into the pits, so he's going to fit hards for the last 18 minutes, about 9 laps, quite a long stint. Surprised, he looks like he has enough fuel that he could have possibly made one more lap, and he definitely had enough tyre. C8 Henny is also in from 5th place on the mediums, so the 9% fuel for Phantom. Henny's only got 2%. That gap will obviously open up more. Killer's going in on his mediums. He's going to be going to softs, I think. See, so most of the pack has gone through, but we should, looking at the fuel, have guys coming in quite a lot, quite a few bunches now. Sam Steele's got enough fuel and petrol to do a few more laps. JP Laser's got Who's You right with him. Still wondering what happened. Laser did a 52, didn't lose that much time. It's just Who's You's been quicker on. Okay, Who's You's been on mediums versus hards, that's why he's caught up. Some Sam Swift on Swift Violence here, a small little touch. So we currently got the Sam 123. Stings is hoping for rally cars at Fisherman's. Is that for next week's race? I was actually thinking go-karts at Fisherman's on wet tyres. No, I think you guys will enjoy it. I did contemplate it as one of the round robin races, and then using Nürburgring as a final, but we've done that before, so we threw this in. So Sam Steele's got a 4-second lead from JP Laser, who is behind after stints, so he's had a good stint on the hards. Both Swifts come in, one on hards, one on mediums, both without any fuel. Sam Steele goes around for again, he's got enough for this lap. Does JOO, he's coming in, running out of fuel. You can see guys coming in with 1%, 4%. Josh Quayle with 0%, he made it on fumes. Remembering 6 litres was 1 second, so from Josh with 0 to Who's You with 4 seconds, or JOO 4%, that's almost a full second, 6-7 tenths that he's going to lose there on fueling. Sam Steele cruising around, most of the rest of the pack's gone around. Phantom's coming through to retake what was the lead, be second place for a little while, but I'm pretty sure he'll get the lead back. He's on to hards now. Sam Steele coming through the second sector. Who's out? JP Laser and Who's You. They come out separate, but this time Who's You's on softs and Laser's on mediums. So Who's You is definitely going to be flying. He's got about 15 seconds behind Phantom here. He might even be a threat on the softs versus the hard tires. Definitely a threat on the podium. Unless my game's giving me the wrong combos again, but it looks, I think he was on hards earlier, so he's definitely come back. Must be my face on the side of his livery. JP Laser getting used to his mediums, runs a little bit wide there, and Who's You's come right onto his tail now. Again, a little bit of Sam on Sam nudging, obviously not intentional. Sam Steele goes into the pits, 0% fuel. Raventy's deserted me on commentary while we watch us battle for what will be the podium. 15 minutes left. Who's You takes a last minute look. he's obviously in a rush because C8 Henny is also on softs, and Henny's not going to be slow at all. JOO once again the top 5. He was 9 seconds back. He's only 7.5 off the top 5. We're going to just watch a lead. Phantom goes through. He should have a comfortable bit of comfort. It's how close Sam Steele's going to be to Who's You and Laser. I think they'll be fairly close together coming out of turn 1, 2. That 4-second gap that he had. Sam Steele goes onto the medium, so he's 11, 12 seconds behind Phantom, and he's got about 7 laps, 8 laps to go. So even he's in contention to catch up here, definitely. Who's You has got past Laser now. Softs versus the mediums. Laser needs to play it cool here. He doesn't want to fight Henny too hard. Or Who's You, because JOO and True and Josh Kwa will be flying as well in their softs. See, Henny's caught the 2 Suzukis already. Henny with a 48.9 fastest lap of the race last time around. We know Sam Who's You was overtaking Laser, so he's already pulled almost a second. Henny will want to get past as soon as possible if he wants to get on the podium, but ideally the main goal tonight is to finish top 5. Henny with that fastest laps opened a second on JOO, who's got a half-second penalty. Is definitely not going to help him. True's in P7, Josh Kwa P8 on the hards, Sam Killer softs P9, Manny on mediums, Lequera softs, Junelli on medium, and Uncle Babby who's on his soft stint now. Uncle Babby, you can see why he's had a few track limits penalties. I'm assuming he does slow down there, so maybe he will avoid one. But he had a very wide line out that last corner. Gap still just come down about half a second on that lap from Phantom, so he's still in control at the moment. Sam Who's You though is flying up behind Sam Steele, gap down to 1.5. Citroen on mediums versus Suzuki on softs. Who's You will want to get past and open a bit of a gap because his tyres are going to get a bit tired towards the end, and then the advantage will swing back to Steele. Henny's got past Laser down the straight there, I think into turn 1. Henny's 1.6 behind Who's You. He's also going to want that podium. So Sam Steele's got some problems behind him, and then Phantom's got 3 of them that look fairly comfortable at the moment, but if Henny's doing 48s and Phantom last time was a 51, that's 2 seconds a lap. We have enough time for another 6 laps. That's 5 or 6 laps, and his gap's already down to 10.5 on this lap, another second.
Yeah,
this is
quite
building up.
Insane lineup. Yeah.
Henny's catching Who's You.
Not the top 5 I expected.
Yeah. Who's You's caught Sam Steele, and Sam Steele's taking a 2.5 a lap out of Phantom. Gaps under 10 seconds briefly. You can see the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th in the one shot there briefly. We're going to switch back, but I think the other guys are possibly just a little bit too far out of it at the moment. I think we're going to watch Who's You here. See, if you had a Mr. Berry sticker on your car, it adds half a second a lap to your lap time. So without that, he'd have been winning this by now. Who's You fastest lap? 48.6. 49.7 for Sam Steele, so it's second a lap.
I think GT7, when it recognizes Steven's face, it gives you an extra 15 horsepower.
Especially on the Suzuki. And he's got three faces on.
Oh, he's gonna be able to take the inside. He's gonna take the inside here. Oh, yeah, the pass stick.
Yeah. So Henny's cleared off from JP Laser. JP Laser's 7 seconds ahead of True. True's on the softs, Laser on the medium, so that still could change. The Laser must have some laser focus. We were currently getting 3 Sam drivers going through. JOO with his penalty had to serve, he's dropped back a little bit, 7th place. Came a lot stronger second half of the race after all that bashing and bumping early on. That cost him, True, Killer. They all lost a ton of time there, but it was hugely entertaining for us. There's many other guys battling back here. Josh Quire, Manny, Junelli still going at it with Lequera. Lequera's got a 1 second penalty, but he's still going to try and get past.
I have a feeling that there's going to be a very
close finish,
last lap battle for 4th place. Because by that time, Trusp and Kuniwe should have caught up to the guys running on mediums. Henny looks like he's taking it a little bit slower now. Maybe it's the desync on my side. Actually, no, I lied. He's pounding it. So it might probably just be a 3-way battle for 5th place towards the end. That's going to be insane.
Yeah. So if we look here, who's you? Sam Steele's hanging on to him. He's getting towed along, 8/10 behind. Gap to the lead down to 7.5. 4 laps left. Still on, but 51.4 last time for Phantom. 59.0, 2.5 seconds quicker from Who's You. So in that pace, he'll be on him in 3 laps. We've got 3.5 laps left, but will the soft tyres last that long? Sam Steele's coming with him. I think Henny's just not able to run the same pace on the softs, but he's managed to get into the top 5, which is his goal. Sam JP Laser, 2 seconds, 2.8 behind him. As you say, Trust now 4.6, it's another 1.5 seconds out. 50.5 versus 48.3, fastest lap of the race last time around. JOO can't hang on.
Battle happening at 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, those guys are still giving us a show.
Manning is trying his hardest to not worry about the battle going on behind him, but Jan Ali and Josh are swapping places more often than most people swap underwear. Well, it is incredible at this point in time.
Lequera had to serve a 1 second penalty, and he's right back on them half a lap later. That's how hard they're battling.
And Lequera is on softs, Josh is on hards, Jan Ali's on mediums, and so is Manny. So this is going to be crazy. I think Lequera is going to try and throw it up on the inside here at this heavy braking zone. Let's see. Does he keep it in check? No, thinks about it, pulls out again. But he knows he's got the tyre advantage. He knows he's got the pace advantage. So he's biding his time. I think he might even be able to get a 2-for-1, if not a 3-for-1 special here in this overtaking chain.
Yeah. Just on the subject, your top 12 is... Your 12th place is 31 seconds behind the leader after 45 minutes. Even with all their battling, that's how close this race is. Even Uncle Babby's within 40 seconds, so saying he is having issues with track limits and everything, but 40 seconds off the leader on a pool of this level, having a bad race, still great job. Lequera looks for the move on Josh now to Alpha teammates. Mayfair gearbox.
MGR teammates coming through here. I think Lequera is just trying to push Josh through.
Back to front, Steve's.
Let's see if he makes the moves.
4.8 ahead now, sitting consistently on his 51, mid 51s, 51.3, 51.4, 51.3. Who's used did a 49, 2 laps in a row, 49.00. Sam Steele, unfortunately, he's got a 1 second penalty trying to keep up with Who's You. Just looking at the time, this front left is starting to wear on that Suzuki, the softs, but he's definitely going to be within enough of a distance to scare Steve at the end here. Gap's under 4 seconds now. 4 minutes and a bit of change to go, so call it 3 laps. 2 laps, but
just while we're on the topic, sorry, not while we're on the topic, completely off topic. We've got about 23 people in the chat. If you guys don't mind, please like the video. It helps just with exposure and stats, so we can get sponsors and do lacquer things.
Exactly.
If you don't mind, it takes about a second.
Yeah. Talking about sponsors, we do have the 3rd mystery box to give away. If you've been on the stream, I'll ask a couple questions next week. You might remember. You can also just come back and look though. But keep an eye out for that. Probably be a Microsoft form to fill out with 1 or 2 questions to get it entered, and then we'll draw from however many get it right. So True's now 6th place. He's got that gap down to 1.5 from JP Laser. So Laser's definitely going to have to defend hard here, mediums versus soft. The Suzuki does have some good straight line speeds, but True's drifting through that long turn there. So this is probably the most important battle on the track at the moment, because it is going to decide who goes into the final and who doesn't. JWO dropped off 5 seconds from here. Let's just go forward. Henny's 1.6 behind Sam. Sam's 2.9 behind Steel. Sam's 2.9 behind Who's You. Who's You is now only 3 seconds behind Phantom. This is probably the second last lap, so what's Who's You did a 51.6 last time around. He was 0.6 slower. Phantom's consistent 51.2, so within a tenth every lap. He's on hards. He can't really go faster, but he's not making mistakes. Just looking at the time, they're going to have to do 2 more laps, so you'd be wishing for about an extra 30 seconds. But I think they're going to cross the line next lap with 30 seconds or so to go. So 2 laps to go. 3.3 is the gap now. Who's You went a little bit wide there, and he did a 50.3, which is still quick, but it's no longer as quick as he needs to be. He's actually 3.4 behind. Lost some time to the lead. Henny's...
True has very little fuel left.
Who?
Ooh.
Sam Steele's
6th position.
Yeah, he's on the softs, but I think you're right. He's caught that. He's within a second of JP Laser, but looking at the gap, 12 seconds. If he was 30 seconds off the lead, he would be fine. He would finish on this lap. But I think he's going to have to do 1 more, which is going to, in reality,
not be so lacquer.
Not much, because 6th or 13th doesn't make a difference in this race. I don't think he's going to get to the finish on that fuel.
Since he's doing some heavy fuel saving now, just try and push it.
So JP Laser doesn't know, but he should be alright there. Lead come down another half a second, but I don't think Who's You's going to have enough time. Brilliant fight through the pack though, running my face on his Swift. Sam Steele 3rd. Henny just up the inside into the hairpin. So great job by Henny. I called
nicely.
Sam Steele was 2nd for a long time. I thought he was going to be hunting down Phantom, which he has, 7 seconds off from 13 early on. But
also got no fuel left.
Yeah, he's also fuel saving.
Sam Steele.
That's actually probably
he's happy to stay in 4th.
He'll be happy to be 5th or 6th. What's happening now with True? True is going into the pits. He's called it. He knows he's not going to do another lap. Unfortunate. Brilliant drive by True, but needed extra 5% fuel.
Yeah,
so we're on the final lap now. Phantom clear, so True's managed to, he's going to stay in 7th because 8th place is finished. That's Killer. 9th is Junelli. Manny 10th. Lequera 11th. Joshua 13th. And Uncle Babby will come home in 14th. We'll see.
Can we just say Uncle Babby has made such a lacquer recovery.
True doesn't stay in 7th because when it put him out the pits, it put him down in 12th.
Oh, that's horrible.
Uncle Babby doesn't want to finish. He's doing donuts on the start line, but the leaders are a bit of a gap. So gap's still gone up again a little bit for Phantom 3.2. Who's used 3 seconds out of Henny. I think the guys running out of fuel cost us a real battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And possibly an extra lap. Who's you would have had a bit better chance.
We might have something on our hands here because JP Laser's also got very little fuel left. Can this take him to the end? I hope it can. If it cannot, then he then got a chance.
Sam Steele's more the problem. Sam Steele's running even lower.
That's also true.
JP should be fine, but Sam Steele, I don't know if he's going to make it. Jay's 7 seconds back. I think Sam Steele can probably coast from here, though.
Yeah,
He's going to have to. I think he's, what would you say, timed it to perfection? The petrol fumes, he's safe. He's very relieved, though, for that. Phantom wins, Who's You second, Henny third, Sam Steele fourth, Sam JP Laser fifth. Goniwe ends up 6, unfortunately for him. Wait, only 7 seconds back, but that battling early on definitely cost him. We'll look at the results now.
Yeah, man, look, this was an insane race. I would not have picked this top 5. I couldn't pick a top 5. It was anybody's race here. Literally anyone could have been
I think I probably would have had Jay and Uncle Babby in the top 5. I'm not sure who I would have knocked out. I definitely have seen the pace from Laser, Steel Sam, Who's You, the 3 Sam guys, and then Phantom's always quick. Also Killer, J-Dub, pretty much pool of death. So who would you say is your driver of the day?
Look, there's so many that did so well. Obviously, our winner here, he was cool, calm, collected from the get-go. I think Phantom held that race quite solidly.
Yeah.
He was second for a while. He made that move on Sam Steele, and then he just stayed in first. Babby had a poor race. It was just not so lacquer, but he did a great comeback, I must say. He was about a minute behind. He ended up catching a lot of the guys. Did still finish last, but hats off to him for the effort. Unlucky for Manny as well, not a lack of start. He had that spin and then spun again on dirty tires. But I gotta say, my drive of the day is Henny. Henny did a good recovery drive. Sorry, not a good recovery drive. A good climb, kept it cool. His strategy worked for him, and he got third place, man. I think that's fantastic.
I agree. We had quite a few guys coming through the field. The guys that started on hards early on. Who's You was one, finished on the softs. True got to feel bad for fastest lap, 48.3, but he used a little bit too much petrol doing that, unfortunately. 48.6 from Who's You, Henny 48.9, 48.95 from Sam Steele, 48.99 from Phantom. So Phantom early on with the 65% fuel on soft, but he wasn't obviously pushing. He was trying to stretch him out. That worked well for him. Don't need to have the fastest lap, you have to have the most consistent laps, which he did brilliantly, which is why I'll give him my driver of the day. Shout out to Mr. Trivs for joining me. Babby's still doing donuts.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Look, just to address some of the comments. Who's You? Yeah, 100%. I think between him and Henny it was quite close for me on racecraft, but Who's You had some lack of back. Yeah, you guys make some great points. It was incredible. I also think having Steven's face on his car, not a choice I would have made. I love Steven, but
probably the greatest livery of all time.
But yeah, it worked out for him. Like I said, that 15 extra horsepower pulled him through, got him second place. He closed it, man. Well done. But again, taking nothing away from Phantom, he held that race from start to finish. Epic drive. Citroen has been doing the things this season, man.
Surprise contender. Also, shout out to JWO for coming close to the promotion spots after that insane battle early on. And we had 4th to 12th all in one line for like the first 20 minutes. That was crazy. Thanks everyone who tuned in. Thanks, Trivs. We'll catch you guys next week for the final.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Cheers, guys.